I am also a certified instrument specialist. I'm also a certified endoscopy reprocessor, and I'm also a certified healthcare leadership. Those are all the certifications under sterile processing realm to become recognized as a Golden Crown technician. And that just means you have all of the certifications. So yes, I'm a CRCST, CIS, CER, and CHL. I have worked under all of those certifications. Now the CIS, Certified Instrument Specialist, there's no specific job for that. As of, I would say I have not seen a Certified Instrument Specialist job, but that certification is a tier up from the CRCST, and that can help you get like leadership positions within the job realm of SPD. You can become the lead of the shift, and you can do material management with that one. And there's other things you can do with that certification that is just a level up from the basic CRCST. The CIS, those also require hours, and those hours are in the operating room mostly, but again, separate outside of the CRCST, and you would get those hours so you can get that certification. So the CRCST has 400 hours, the CIS has some hours, CER has some hours, CHL, you do not need hours. You just take the exam, and but you need to have your CRCST to become a CHL. So some of them need one or the other to progress. Some of them are just standalone, and the only one that's standalone is the CER. Okay, and if you do become a CRCST, CIS, and CHL, that is a different type of tier of ISHM, and that is the CER is endoscopy reprocessor. That means GI. I do work as a GI technician, and I work in the procedure room, and I work with the scopes. Now, you can work with the scopes without the CER, but sometimes you cannot work in the procedure room without the CER. It just depends on the ambulatory surgical center or the hospital. They either want you to have both, or they want you to have either or. So you do not need to be a CER. You do not need to be a CRCST to have the CER. Those are two separate entities, and they work differently, so you can have one or the other. But you also need to get hours specifically for the CER to work in the GI, to get the examination. Those hours do not cross. You have to have a separate one for the CER. What I was privileged and blessed with was I always have like 2 or 3 jobs. But one of my jobs was having a cross training program where they wanted people that worked in the hospital to come into the department and get trained to work as a SPD tech. And they gave us, and they provided us with an instructor who spent 7 weeks with us, 7 Saturdays, 8 hours a day. He went through the whole 24 chapters with us. And then Monday through Friday, we got our hours by working. So we worked and we studied, study. And then we were able to sit for the exam. And I took the exam, I want to say, week 9. I didn't wait at all. The knowledge was fresh in my head, and I just want to take the exam. 2 years it took me to get fully certified with all certification. 3 years it took me to become a manager, and 4 years it took me to become an educator. So again, all of this is self-study. There are some schools that provide the CRCST course. I have not seen a school for the CIS, I have not seen a school for CER, and I have not seen a school for the CHL. If you've seen those schools, please leave a comment below that do those exams, but I have never seen them. Do I tutor for them? I do tutor for them because I have all the books and I have all the workbooks. So I tutor for all examinations. If you do want to check out our website, www.caadiamondhealthtech.com. All one word. CAA Diamond, like the diamond, healthtech.com. And I do tutor for all of them. And I've been here since February of 2021. I probably will be staying here until February of 2022. Now, that goes to show you how good I am. And I'm going to have to be cocky for a little bit, but hold on, there's a reason why I say it. When I tell you that it depends on how good you are, if you are not a good tech and they do not like your work ethics, or they do not like how you carry yourself professionally and everything like that, they can cut your contract. I'm not going to get into all the logistics and legal. I don't know. I just work with instruments. I don't work with the legal papers. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not a good tech and you don't know your stuff, they can cancel your contract and they do not get penalized. It's contract. Some of the questions that I've gotten so far is, do you need to be certified fully? No, you do not need to be certified to travel. There's some companies that will tell you that you can travel without it. What do you wear? You wear scrubs. You do not have to buy your scrubs. If you're working in a sterile processing department, the scrubs are provided to you. The operating room has to have hospital laundered scrubs, so you do not have to spend money on scrubs. Some places I've heard you have to, but I've never worked in those places, and I don't know if they're legit SPD, because operating room you have to have hospital laundered clothes. And also, can you wear jewelry? You cannot wear bracelets. You cannot wear rings that are outside of a wedding band. You cannot wear, you're not even supposed to be wearing this. Okay, earrings have to be covered up. You can't have earrings be hanging all over the place. I have my nose pierced, but okay. So you can wear some jewelry. It just has to be hidden under your clothes, under your scrubs. And you can have a smartwatch. You can have a phone, but some places prohibit you from using your phone on the floor unit. So it depends on where you work. You have to have a high school diploma. Somebody asked how old you have to be. I'm going to tell you probably the minimum age is 18. That's the youngest I've heard somebody working in the sterile processing department. And but you have to have a high school diploma or a GED. You cannot wear artificial nails. You cannot wear you can't even wear nail polish. No. Because if those things chip and go into the tray, it just negates the sterility of the tray. So you can't wear nail polish. And the shifts are 24 hours if you're in the hospital. So you can have 7 to 7. You can have 3 to 11. You can have 7 to 3. You can have 12 to 8. If you're in the hospital, they open 24 hours, 7 days a week. You can have 3 12-hour shifts. You can have 4 10-hour shifts, or you can do what I'm doing, 5 8-hour shifts. Some places make you rotate on the weekends. I do not work the weekends. I choose my contract so that way I have the best shifts and the best. If I don't want to work weekends, I don't work weekends. The other traveler here, he only works weekends and he's off throughout the whole week. He's off 4 days, Monday through Thursday. If you want that, you can choose that. It depends on the hospital and depends on the contract. Some contracts make you work decontamination all the time. I'm not going to lie to you. That's just what it is. Some contract, I do not work decontamination here. Can I work decontamination? Yeah. That's the base. That's 50% of the test. That's the basis of your job. But some places make you work solely in decontamination. They don't want you to do their paperwork. In some places, you can work. You can work on the instruments alone. And right now, this job, I'm working sterilization alone. I can do all areas of the department. They just choose to have me work on their paperwork. They like me to do their paperwork. But I do all of the jobs. I'm just like that. Okay, guys, let's talk about housing. So, they do give you every month non-taxable housing stipend. And now that stipend is divided into 31 days, calendar days. So, you would get a stipend. Like, say, for example, when I was in California, I had a $2,000 a month housing stipend. And I found a room for $1,000 a month. So I pocketed $1,000 a month. So that's what you want to do. That's how you make majority of your money. You take what they give you for housing, you find housing, and then you try to pocket as much as you can of that money. They do not tell you what to do with that money. That's your money. And you would find. Now, how do you find housing? You can go to Furnish Finders. You can go to Craigslist. You can go to Facebook Marketplace. And you can go to Gypsy Traveling, Nursing, and they have places where you can find places to rent, short-term rentals. You could take over somebody's lease. Is it difficult? Yes. And this is why I live in a van. Okay? Okay. So another thing that you get money for is meal stipends. Again, it is divided into the 30 or 31 days of the month, and they will give you money for meals. Now in California, they gave me $400 a month, and that was non-taxable money. Okay, so that's another perk. What you want to do when you are traveling with the companies is to find the best pay packages, and that includes perks. Now, some companies pay for your travel from your home. So you might get airplane fare, or you might get paid mileage for your travel, but those things are taxable. Another perk they might give you is renewal. Like every time you renew your contract, they might give you some type of gift, cash, or gift cards. They might give you gift cards, period. Like for Sterile Processing Week, they gave out gift cards. And other companies do other things to have incentives for you to work for them. So you want to pick out the best incentive packages that might fit for you. Let's talk about medical insurance. The companies now do give out medical insurance. You are an employee of the traveling company, so you do get options to use their medical benefits. I had surgery in 2020. I had a full surgery, and I used my full benefits for that. So you want to look into your medical benefits. They give you medical, vision, and dental. Again, not all companies do. You have to find out which companies do, and it's going to work for you. They also give retirement funds. So the company might have a retirement plan that you want to opt into. You don't have to. You can do your own personal one. Like me, I have my own personal IRA because I travel with different companies, so I don't want different retirement plans all over the place. So I just opt out of it, and then I put into my own retirement. So that's something you want to look into. All right, guys, that's all the questions that I've gotten so far. If there's any more, I will definitely add them. This is going to have to be a part 2 video because this is long. So if you have any other questions, you can email me at caa0430@gmail.com. That is all Aquila Wonder questions. That's all CRCST questions. You can email me. That is fine. If you want to email directly regarding tutoring, that's caa.diamondhealthtech@gmail.com. Or you could just go on the website, www.caa.diamondhealthtech.com, and you can put the question on the website and it'll come to me directly. Okay, so that's it. Thank you guys for watching the video, and thank you guys for actually stopping by. If you want to know The other adventures I have on this channel, I live in a van. Yes, I do travel sterile processing technician, and I live in a van. Now, I have time for roommates, and I do not have time for crazy landlords. I already had my share, so I'd rather live in my van with no bathroom than to live in. And somebody asked me that, why do I live in my car? Don't they give me enough money? Yes, they do give me enough money.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? We'll be conducting tests of the fire alarm system.
Oh, I gotta go. They about to do the
Disregard the
testing.
onboard
I
business
gotta go.
notification.
Okay, guys. See you in the next one.